Hello, beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be about money, success, career, and the material stuff. Let's see what's happening, what's coming your way. I see some tears of joy coming forth, and this is the third evil eye I keep seeing today. Earth signs got this one. I feel like overall, maybe because it's planetary alignment, or we're going into, I feel like the most grounding season of the year, which is the holiday season. That's why you might get some great gifts and promotions during this time, and that can be representative of this, you attracting a lot of eyes on you. This can also be completion of a cycle or starting something new that will maybe launch really successfully, that is going to attract some eyes towards you. I see there's a pathway opening. This can be maybe a trip that you're planning for the holidays, or a work related thing right before 1 week. And I feel there are two chunks of money waiting for you there. So if you're thinking, oh, it's the holidays, I don't want to do it, which Capricorn doesn't usually approach things like that, but maybe you've been tired all around the year, it can be something fruitful if you go take that opportunity. This doesn't have to be a pathway that you're going to travel. It can also represent an outside of your comfort zone type of like a business job offer and coming in that you need to take on as a challenge and maybe complete it, okay, right away. I see there are 3 pathways opening here in front of you in the first week, and 2 of them looks like 2 people actually turn their backs towards each other. This can be negotiations happening. Maybe there's someone here on the bottom, like a magician, trying to bring these 2 people together. And there's a 3rd pathway, also looks like a person here too. So maybe there's a split up in about a money issue, a project, something that your minds are not really aligning with the 3rd one, because that might be actually here plotting with another person here. Okay, this doesn't mean they're plotting something negative, but this can be really a fallout. Okay, prepare for it, maybe even get a backup for it. This can be someone that you wanted to initially partner up with. Maybe there's a contract, but it might not really be working for you at this time. And I feel like everything happens for a good reason, because something is better in front of you. This can be also, you're the one maybe finding another person with a lighter energy to negotiate, because these people are looking at the past, you're looking at the future. Okay, so maybe you're dealing with people who got hung up on the things that happened in the past, and that's why they don't want to have any progress, or every progress that you try to make, they might be blocking it. They might be afraid of growth. Seems like you're looking at the future with a brighter, more optimistic person here in front of you, and this is actually going to bring even a victory here. There's like a mountain that you're slicing the mountain into half right there. So mountain can represent an obstacle in front of you. So maybe when you partner up with the right people with the right attitude, you're going to really overcome that situation. You're going to really ace that thing. Okay, I see there is the goat energy, but it looks like a human face, but it has the horns of the goat, which you do, Capricorn, is your symbol is a goat. Goat symbolizes resilience and being stubborn. And stubbornness, from time to time, it can be seen as something negative, but I feel like if this is something that you really want to make it happen, and like I have my right there, Think and Grow Rich, and if you read this book, it actually tells you that never give up on what you're desiring. Just give in to the creator, the higher power first. And the second is, if a pathway is not leading you towards what you want, you need to change your direction, or you need to be like 3 feet from gold. If you read the book, this first chapter, it describes that. You might be even like so close to hitting the goal. You should mush is like must and should together. You should move towards it rather than giving up on it. Okay, so that's why I see that you're splitting the mountain into half is actually a very on point thing. I even see here number 22, kind of like, this doesn't really look like exactly like 2, but I see number 2 here. So it can be also 2. Okay, this is actually a confirmation here. 2 can symbolize partnership, partnering up with the right energies, and or maybe even attracting the right support into your life in order to accomplish something. I see there's like the box can symbolize a purchase, gift, and there's a whale's tail on top of it. Box can also be a where they store all the gold. I forgot what it's called, like a lock. In the banks, they have a vault. Basically, it can be a vault that you're putting in what you are making off of this like endeavors of yours. Okay. Another thing I see here is there's a crowd that you're going to be entering into, which is actually towards the end of the month, maybe the holiday time. Sorry, guys. And the holiday time, you might get invited to a place, but I see that you're isolated in there and you are like laying on maybe a sunbed, or like kind of reminds me of those capsules that they have in spaceships and stuff, spaceships like in the movies, or maybe submarines and such that shoots people out. It can be like a backup system. This environment can be a place that you don't really enjoy the conversations, but maybe you're finding yourself in it for connections, or there might be a gift waiting for you, maybe a material gift waiting for you in that space. As soon as you complete the mission, it's abort the mission. Basically, maybe do not spend the whole night in that kind of space that makes you feel frustrated and lowers your energy. This doesn't have to be a family environment. This can be like a Christmas party in the office kind of energy as well. And it seems like you are really going to remove yourself out of it, because it can turn out have like some drama. As soon as you get what you want, just get out of it, because then the promises will be kept. Okay. Another thing here, towards the end of the month, there are 2 pathways opening and there are 2 people having conversations. That's why when I see the people as the pathways, I feel like there are 2 different ideas might be coming in, or minds merging together to come up with a solution to something. And I see phone lines here. This can even be someone that you feel close to, and spiritually, maybe mentally. And it doesn't mean that you're going to be talking to this person face to face. It can also indicate that you're going to talk to this person through the phone, communicate and receive some good information, maybe even about an investment, because you're also this person is standing on top of, and maybe even like they have their roots inside of the gold mine. They might have a very valuable information for you in that place. This can be someone is an expert about money, or someone, if this is a business that you want to invest, someone they know intricacies of that thing. Let me see if there's a letter in their name. I see number 3. I see a hat here. Yes, this can be someone who's actually expert on that area. I see letter I. Ian, I see letter A, can be in their name, first name or the last name. Okay, let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. I see a roof right away. This kind of turns into a cube. This can be a place for yourself, okay, a safe place. Maybe some of you are manifesting a living space. It can be like forming right now. Kind of looks like a pine cone, and this can be an environment. Now I'm going to mention the structure of the pine cones to you if you've never seen one. Pine cones, if you find them fresh, there are many seeds inside of it. Many seeds. You can even plant a forest. If you can multiply, get 10 of them, you can plant a full forest. So this is something looking like a pine cone, which you have in your hand, but it needs to be planted and nurtured initially in order for you to get the results that you want. I see a letter Y and V. It can be also requiring some spiritual investment into it as well. And that is going to, you see your desire comes halfway and then pause and then moves forward again. So it is going to really help with your desire as well. This planting the pine cone is in your heart. So this can be a project. This can be a money idea. This can be something that you want to have in your life, but you're focusing on the means, not to the end. So like planting the forest, basically the end. Maybe you're focusing on the pine cone and in your hand, and there are many other things that you can also use as a source. But instead of focusing on that, you're focusing on, oh, the forest is not here yet. Okay, so this is suggesting focus on the resources that you have right now, because they're going to be really helpful and they're going to have a fast, rapid growth. I see here a penguin. Penguins mate for life. You might have that kind of like a mate in your life, or you might have a support a person like that with the energy of the penguin, the innocence. And I feel like their emotional support is going to be even enough in this case for you to move forward. And we have the goat again here. You need to embody the energy of the goat and the resilience fully in order to close this cycle and opening up a new one. So like turn the pine cones into pine trees, basically. You need to, you are actually closing a cycle of from the seed, you're going to move to the forest. But like I said, there's still some time, and also you might receive some emotional support along the way. 4 of Pentacles showing up here. And maybe you should be watching with what you're investing your energy in. 4 of Pentacles indicates that you are really careless with your energy. Maybe you're putting too much thought into the things that do not matter at the end of results, okay? At the end of the day. Let's see what Tarot has to say. We have Ace of Pentacles, a new financial endeavor. It's your lucky day. New resources of money, time, or support coming forth. A change in a job or a promotion, or it can be an upgrade in your financial situation, okay? Ten of Cups is a happy family environment, getting full support, love and blessings fill your life, harmonious relationships, but also I feel like because this is material success, you might be aligning yourself with people that are a lot, like harmonious with you, and you're gonna have happily ever after with them. And I feel like they might be even supporting you with this new financial thing that you want to step into. This can be family members. Ten of Cups usually represents family, but it can be chosen families. It doesn't have to be bloodlines. It can be the work environment, the people really fully helping you, like creating social media for you and all that other invisible work that they're doing for you. We have the moon here. I'm going to look up the moon and see what that means. We have Knight of Michael. This is Knight of Swords clarity coming in. It seems like you're going to go through a phase, even though you get the support of not having clarity about what the future is going to look like. But the moon is the moment for you to really tap into your intuitive guidance, your gut feeling, and if that, do what the highest joy is. Follow that, what gives you the highest joy, even if it doesn't seem like it's related to your desire, okay? And moon also represents that facing the fears and in order to grow stronger. So during this unsure times, you might get some situations that are your fears that you can eliminate. You can find solutions to them, which will show you that there's nothing to be afraid of. Three of Michaels here, the moon comes up with that. This is Three of Swords energy. This is all about exactly what you're fearful of. I feel like this is something that you have experienced in the past. Maybe there was a failure about the money, investment, or job, or competition. And this is time to really explore what happened there and what you learned as a lesson and let go of the heartbreak here. And Eight of Pentacles is learning about that heartbreak. Okay, it's about the lesson. It's not about the event. Now it's time you can move on, which the Knight of Swords energy is moving on fast towards your desires, making quick decisions, choose logic over emotions, and making sudden changes, okay? It also has a strong and committed intellectual diligent energy, which you're going to also embody here. We have a flower bouquet coming forth. This is Nine of, I think this is Wands energy. Nine of Wands is actually like protecting what you have created. Another thing here, bouquet of flowers can indicate love. So a loving offer, a loving support might be coming into your life while you are being in a defensive mode. And also maybe flowers, because they're very positive energy, can symbolize a positive event happening, something that will give you a lot of joy, okay? We have sea turtle as your spirit animal. It says conservation, make conscious choices, which Knight of Michaels, Knight of Swords also comes with that. Sea turtles carries their home on their back. So it seems like some of you might want to really consider that physically, maybe you don't want to move out of a place because you feel comfortable there, but it seems like you carry everything on your back. Like your mind is creating a lot of things. Maybe you are successful in a place, but you're getting pushed out. But it seems like it's maybe your success carrying everything on their back. And when you go with all the things that you're doing to another place, you're going to bring that abundance, that success to there, and they're going to be the one that are failing. Even though you don't feel like it, like conservation, conserve your energy. Do not spend it on the places that are not really appreciative of you, because it seems like you have the true value here. We have Two of Wands coming for Jalile. This is the angel deck. Love and wisdom, victory over those who would attack you, for sure. And another thing here, Two of Wands energy suggests that it's time to start planning for the future that you want to live, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to leave more videos for you to enjoy here. I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.